Hello and welcome back to the Green Sage. Sorry about that. That was my necklace hitting the table. Today's reading will be, what is your soul mission? First off, I want to take a pause and send my love out to the people of Buffalo and everyone affected by the shooting that happened out there. I'm hoping that by me using my voice, using my gifts, that I can bring those low vibe energies back into balance and bring some justice to the situation. People should not have to be afraid to go out. People should not have to be afraid to leave their homes for fear that some narcissist out there will try to come take their lives away from them. So, people of Buffalo, I love you. My heart and energy is with you and to all those affected. So, back into the reading. What is your soul mission? So many of us are walking around feeling like we have no purpose, like we have no gifts, we have no talents, we are not enough. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. That's not true. We all have a purpose. We all have a reason for being here. And even if you don't see how you are affecting more than just the world around you, then I'm going to help you to understand how you are doing just that and how your soul was placed on this earth to do that. So as usual, we will have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 has this sodalite hippo. Is that better? I actually got this for my son, but you know, he's a toddler and he likes to throw things, so I took it back. Pile 2 has this unikite heart-shaped crystal. Don't mind my blisters. I've been making garden beds. It's a lot of hard work. Pile 3, the final pile, has this angelite crystal. So, as usual, choose a pile or multiple piles based on your intuition. If you would like to better understand how this works, if you are new to pick a card readings, you can find a how-to in the description box. But cast your gaze over the piles, over the crystals. Choose one or multiples based on your intuition. You can find your timestamps in the description box and then fast forward to your selected pile. I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the sodalite hippo, these will be your messages. Right off the bat, I am feeling like part of your soul mission is to use your voice. Sodalite crystals are all about the throat chakra. You may want to look up more properties of sodalite. I don't remember them all. But then this hippo with his mouth wide open too, it makes me feel like you're supposed to use your voice for something. Share your wisdom somehow. But let's get into your messages. I've already pulled all of the cards, so we can get right into it. Your Starseed Oracle card out says, Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. This card is all about finding balance within your spirituality and, this human 3D world. And part of your mission, first off, is for you to find balance within that, for you to find where you feel home, I want to say. where you feel accepted, but also, finding that within yourself. And I feel like maybe you finding that within yourself, you then maybe are meant to go teach that to others. Use your voice to share that with others, whether that is through being a teacher of some sort, a counselor, a therapist. You can make tarot videos like such, or a singer, musicians, writer, poets, artists. You may be a creative person already in some type of creative field, or you may have always been drawn to it, or a healing field, a spiritual field perhaps. If it's resonating with you, then you know it's for you. But you're supposed to share something with the world, with the earth, with the humans on earth. Next card out is Poised. When this card is in reverse, it talks about not quite being ready to take a leap into something, or to take that next step that, I feel like your soul mission. Oh my gosh, Spirit just gave me the image of someone being pushed off a cliff. I'm so sorry. Don't take that literally, but I feel like you are meant to push people out of their comfort zones. You are meant to show up and show out. Maybe you are a louder person, have a louder voice, a loud personality. The way you do your hair or dress may be louder, right? Your soul mission is to get people out of their comfort zones, to own your uniqueness, right? Own your authenticity within this world and inspire other people to do the same. That can just be inspiring to do the same just by being yourself. Because you just being yourself is putting those vibrations out to other people. Or you could also be called to actually speak, use your voice for something, your words somehow. Next card out says 23. We're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. Yep, that's what I was just saying. And 23 reduces to a 5. The 84 reduces to a 3 over there. You are meant to bring about change, whether that is just in your immediate world or the whole world. I mean, just you making change in your immediate world will radiate out to the rest of the world. You're meant to own your authenticity, own your uniqueness, own what makes you different, and that will inspire other people to do the same. Next card out is White Witch, be the light. Yep. You are that guiding light to people. You're called, your soul mission is to wake people up. Wake people up, I want to say, to well, first off, you wake people up with your wisdom. You're meant to be the guiding light. That's a beautiful card. I've never even seen this card. You're meant to be that guiding light to the people around you, whether that is in some sort of activism, maybe, if there's something that you feel strongly about. It could be to even, do with the world and the earth, how we take care of the earth, which could still be activism. Right? I feel like you are definitely called to be an activist of some sort, to lead the way, be a leader somehow, whether that is in your immediate world of just being yourself and owning who you are, or if you feel called to on a larger scale. I want to say with this card of being the light, for many of us who are the light, it is very difficult I'm not going to say it's very difficult. I'm going to say we can easily find ourselves in dark mindsets, dark moods, dark situations. Especially when we are looking outside of ourselves for validation, for guidance. I mean, yes, connect with source, right? Connect with your spirit team. But when we're looking for that validation in the world outside of us, we're not going to find it. And you may feel like that. Let me know in the comment section if that is something that you have felt. And the reason you felt that is because you are the light. It's hard. You know, people, you're the beacon. People are meant to look to you. You're meant to be the trailblazer. And so at times, things can seem really bleak and really dark for you because you have no one to look to but source. And if you haven't discovered that yet, which you probably are discovering it since you're here, this is validation to maybe do some more research into spirituality and what that means for you. Or to even just look deeper inside yourself, about your intentions for your life and how you want to show up in the world and the energy that you want to leave behind when you are no longer breathing. Right? Because our energy never dies. It just transforms into something else, even when we are no longer here. Your next card out is Clairaudience, Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. You have the gift of clairaudience, whether or not you have realized it. If you have felt that maybe you have had that gift, this is your validation that you do. Make sure you can see that. It's a beautiful card. You receive messages straight from source. You receive messages from the divine and you act on them. And those messages are what you are called to bring forth into the world. That is your soul mission. You are a direct channel to source, which is why you are also the White Witch. And the more authentic you become in yourself, the more you don't hold back who you are to please other people, the stronger your gifts and abilities will become. You are a bridge between the divine and this earthly plane. Next card out is Peace, Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. You are meant to, I want to say, part of your soul mission in this life is to find inner peace. Right? Because we can't really own who we are, stand in our authenticity if we don't have inner peace, if we're always concerned about how others will perceive us or react to us. So we hold our tongues, we subdue our beauty, block our own light, right, to make other people feel comfortable. But in you finding the inner peace, you inadvertently will be teaching other people to do the same. And that radiates through the globe. Next card out. Whoa, look at you. Communication. 2. That's what I've been saying, right? You're meant to use your voice. You're meant to communicate the truth. You're meant to, getting the book here. Meant to communicate authenticity, inspiration, leadership. That is what your soul mission is. Want to see what this zodiac sign is. This is the sign of Pisces. You may be a Pisces or have Pisces placements in your chart. It's beautiful how these cards come out like this. Okay, next card out is Luck. 31 reduces to a 4. First off, you are a lucky person, whether or not you have been feeling that. This 4 is telling me, though, that the more stable you become within yourself, within your own authenticity, the more lucky you will be. And I want to say you bring luck to the people around you as well, the people you touch. You're very healing to people. You may have come in contact with some energy vampires. If you don't know what that term is, you may be interested in looking it up. It might just hit home with you. You may be someone who has felt like you have really helped people at times, and they don't reciprocate, or they don't fully reciprocate. That's because your light is so bright. That is because you're meant to. And spiritually, it will come back around to you. Your team really wants you to know. You help heal people by helping them to break their own cycles, generational trauma, bad habits. And that brings them more luck. But it also will bring you more luck, because as you learn to do those things within yourself, you are teaching other people how to do it. And all lessons come with blessings, right? Your last 2 cards. Resilience. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel like very much of myself. You are resilient. Your soul mission is to help teach others resilience. Your soul mission is to transcend the limitations that have been placed on you. And in you doing so, you give other people the permission to do the same. And if you are called to, you can do that also on a larger scale. You may already be doing that on a larger scale. As I said, speaking engagements, writers, poets, musicians, artists, just posting stuff on your social media even that you feel passionate about. I want to say that you are someone who has also been through a lot in life, which is why you have all of this wisdom to share. Not just what you get from, downloaded, channeled directly from spirit. You are someone who is resilient. You've been able to stay positive, to stay open and loving, even after you've been through some really dark times, really dark situations, maybe relationships. And that resiliency acts like a beacon to other people's souls, that they can do the same. And then your final card out says, Boundless Love. Today I will open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller. noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again, with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. This is your soul mission. Your soul mission is to be, to give, and to receive boundless love. That is the luck that you rub off on people. That is the luck that you carry within yourself. That's the gift from the divine to you. That's pure creator energy. That's pure God energy that flows through you and out into the world. So, pile 1, let me know how you have been feeling this within yourself, and if you have been feeling this within yourself. I want to say that whatever you choose to do in life, as long as you are being your authentic self, speaking up for yourself, using your platform, whatever it is, to share your messages, you're on the right track. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you would like to make a donation, it is never expected but always greatly appreciated. You can find a link in the description box, and I will catch you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2, or this unakite crystal. These will be your messages. So first off, with the green and the heart-shaped crystal, I feel as though you are meant to, part of your soul mission is to be the love, to spread the love. I want to say to ground the love, the divine love, into this planet. But let's see. Oh, I gotta take that one out of the way. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. I've already shuffled all the cards, so we can just get right into it. Your Starseed Oracle message says, lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. You are meant to open the veil here on this planet. That is exactly what I was feeling, of grounding love into this planet. I think you are meant to open people's eyes, open their hearts to love, not only to loving each other, but loving themselves. I feel like there's so many people out there who are hurt and don't even realize it. They don't realize that their heart is closed off, blocked off. And I feel like you are meant to be here to heal people's heart space. And first off, the only way that you can do that is by healing your own. So you may already be on this path of healing your own heart space. You may just be at the beginning of thinking that you may need to just try something new to create a happier life for yourself. Or you could already be well, into the journey. But your soul mission is to help lift the veil. Your soul mission is to question the establishment. You may be an indigo child. That's what I'm thinking. You might be interested in looking up indigo children. I think I actually just saw a post about that this morning, and it said people born between 1960 and 1990. Many of those people are the indigo children. So if you're born during that time and you've just felt maybe different. You've really questioned how, as a society, we do things. You've really questioned why wars, mass shootings, gun violence, climate change, all of that. It's because it's your soul mission to bring awareness to others in those matters. It's your soul mission to be the change. Next card out, Wisdom of the Oracle deck, is Building Blocks. 28 reduces to a 10. Yeah, you're definitely meant to be the change. This reduces to a 10, which is all about endings. And then that reduces to a 1, which is about beginnings. You may resonate with, and I'm getting the tingles as I say this, so let me know if this is for you. But you may resonate with, our activists, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X even, Rosa Parks, Greta Thunberg, who else is coming to mind? Hell, Oprah. You may resonate with those types of people. You may feel drawn to those types of people, like, hey, I could do that too, or hey, I should be doing that too. If you've ever had those thoughts, this is your validation that yes, you should be doing that too, and you can, and is actually your soul mission. But with Building Blocks, and it came out in reverse, you are meant to shake shit up. You're meant to help rearrange the foundations in which the world, the planet, society is what Spirit's saying, is built upon. You're meant to question. You're not one to just take something at someone's word, right? So you might hear something and it will spark you to go do some research, perhaps. You are meant to have a mind of your own, to be a leader, to not follow the pack. You may have felt like a lone wolf. You may have felt different, like you just don't understand people. You don't understand society. You don't understand why we do things the way that we do sometimes on this planet. And that's because you're meant to come and bring reform. You're meant to come and do things differently. That can just be in your own, your own little world, where then, the people around you see it and that radiate out to the rest of the world. Or that could be on a bigger platform if you have been called to have a platform of some sort. Or if you just post on your social media, that is a platform. Next card out says Uncertainty. 39, 9, 20, 11, 12, reduces to a 13. Choose who you will become. And this came out in reverse. And I feel like with that coming out in reverse, it's saying you've maybe had a hard time in life deciding on who you should become. You have maybe had a hard time between doing things like everyone else does things just so you don't stand out, just so you don't rock the boat, and choosing to do things the way that you want to do things, even though you may lose people. Maybe you have lost people because you've decided to do things your own way. But in you gaining clarity and getting rid of this uncertainty within yourself, you're also teaching other people how to do it around you. And that is grounding that love into the planet. Love of self, love of each other, maybe love for the planet. But you are also, okay, you're here to trigger people. And that is a beautiful thing. I know it can feel like a very lonely thing. It can feel like a very scary thing. But you're meant to trigger people. You're meant to shake things up, cause people to re-examine themselves, re-examine their belief systems, the way that they show up in the world. You may have been drawn to some really, you could almost say karmic people, places, and things. It doesn't necessarily have to be karmic, but you may often find yourself in situations where you're like, why am I here? I don't resonate with any of the people around me. I don't fit in here. And that's because, I hate to say it, your soul mission is to be around those people and shake things up so they can open their eyes. Whether or not they fully open their eyes or not, just being around you brings more awareness to people. It makes people question their own uncertainty. It makes people question themselves. It makes you, I want to say, motivate other people to do their own research. You motivate other people to be free thinkers. And that's your soul mission. That's what you were put here to do. Next card out says Eagle. See from a higher perspective. That's exactly what I was just saying. You're here to get people to look at things from a higher perspective, not from egotistical, narcissistic points of view. And you see things from a higher perspective. And also, well, yes, there's duality to all things, right? So in order for you to be able to see things from a higher perspective, that means that you had to be at a point somewhere in your life where you saw things from a different point of view. You may be in that phase right now, and you could have stumbled upon this reading to assist you, I guess, and maybe having an easier time of dealing with what you're going through right now, because there's always balance within the universe. The negative, bad things that you experience, there will always be the swing of the pendulum to the other side to bring in good things for you as well. But your soul mission is to help the consciousness to see things from a higher perspective. Oops. Next card out says Stargazer. Set your sights higher. You are connected to Source. You are connected to the stars. You may be drawn to look up star seeds and what they are, what the meaning is. I feel like you are a star seed. You are the one who's called here to have the big dreams, like Martin Luther King Jr. and people like him, and to set those dreams in motion. Next card out is Gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. First off, this is a call to action if you feel like you are stressed, are not feeling safe, are not feeling home where you are. You are being called to surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. That's why I said with this uncertainty, you may have felt at times like you are a magnet for low vibe people in situations, people who, just have old, outdated beliefs about things, perhaps. You are placed there to be the gentle force that guides them into opening up their minds, opening up their hearts to new ideas and possibilities. But also, as you heal this within yourself, right? Like the duality I was saying, you will run more into these people, places, situations, things that are very filled with uncertainty when you are uncertain about yourself. But once you become more certain in your mission and what you are here for, what your intention with your life is, you will be able to surround yourself with more of those gentle people, situations, and environments, because you'll be able to recognize the low vibe energies in people, situations, and environments around you. But, right, duality again. You can't begin to move in a different direction until you've experienced the opposite of it first. Spirituality is hard, guys. You're definitely a healer if you've ever been, ever felt like you were. And in order to heal, a lot of the times we must first have to heal ourselves in order to know how to heal others. Next card out is love, 30. 9, 10, 12. You are meant to be the love. Oh yeah, and you got the heart crystal. You're meant to share the love. I want to say that the gentleness within you, the love within you, inspires others to also be that love, to share that love. The love within you draws people in because they can feel that it is straight from the heavens. You may be a really good hugger. You might get that compliment. I just got that image. This is the card of Libra. You may be a Libra or have strong Libra placements in your chart. But Libra is all about balance once again. You have been placed here on this earth. Your sole mission on this earth is to bring balance back onto this planet in the form of love, by sharing your love of self, your love of people, the earth, animals. You might have a lot of admirers with this love potion. You may be someone who is considered very beautiful. That is part of your gifts. You might be interested in watching your unique gifts and talents, that video that I just put out, because part of your soul mission is to be this beautiful, I want to say, enchantress. Because it gets people looking at you. You may even be someone who is more ethnic, right? And that could be how am I going to say this? Just you being you, just you looking like you, may be what shakes shit up, may be what causes people to really examine themselves and their viewpoints and how they look at the world and their beliefs and their thoughts. That's why I said you're triggering. You may be a Black person, someone with melanin. Doesn't just have to be Black. You could be Asian. You could be Latina. I'm only saying, the feminines because it's mostly females who watch this channel. Actually, I think it's been all females who've watched my channel so far. But don't take offense if you are a male. You have a very, either way, you have a very gentle, loving, enchanting vibe about you. And that in itself causes faulty foundations within people and their thought patterns, their beliefs to crumble. That causes you to trigger people. And that's maybe a reason why I was feeling karmic relationships and karmic situations and things. Because that was your soul mission, was to come and reawaken people. Final card out for you, pile 2. Pleasure. I give myself permission to feel pleasure, and I let that pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over-the-top abundance. Then I realize that pleasure has been waiting at my door for a long time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors because loud noises aren't super pleasant. Look, she's in there. She's in the bathtub. There's some bubbles with the violin, some mice holding up a glass of wine, a magazine. Back to this pleasure and your looks, the energy that you give off. You are very pleasing to the eye. Your energy is very pleasurable. People feel good around you. People feel the love radiating from you. People may have taken too much of that at some point in your life. And part of your soul mission here is to learn how to rebalance that, or learn how to balance that. Learn how to make sure that you fill your own cup, that you're giving to yourself, giving yourself that time out. Not just being there for other people's needs. Learning how to care for yourself. And in you doing that, that makes you better able to be nurturing and loving to others. But it also teaches them to do the same, which is part of your soul mission. So, pile 2. These have been your messages. I hope they resonated with you. Let me know. Let me know if this sounds like you. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you would like to leave a donation, there is a link in the description box. It is never expected, but always greatly appreciated. I love you all so much. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Or if you chose this angelite crystal, these will be your messages. So you might be interested in looking up the properties of angelite. I keep forgetting to take the last crystals out. But just for me, the blue always has to do with the throat chakra. So I feel like you may be an earth angel, first off. You may receive guidance from the angels and not really realize it. But you are here to spread the message and the love to do the work of the angels here on this planet. That is your mission. That is the reason why you are here, even if you don't always feel that way. I've already drawn all the cards, so we will get right into it. Your Starseed Oracle message is: surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Your soul mission, first off, is to find your pleasure within life, to find your joy within life, to, dare I say, make life your bitch? That's what came to my mind, guys. Okay, gals, gang, however you want to say it. Venus energy. Okay, Venus has to do, it correlates with Aphrodite. And what do we know about Aphrodite? Very beautiful, very sensual, very sexual, very in her own power. That is what you are meant to bring to this planet. And in you doing so, it inspires others to do the same. Next card out, 32, here and now, reduces to a 5. You're meant to bring about change. Okay, pile 3. Sorry, I had to stop the video for a second. So you have here and now with 5, all about change. You are meant to help change the world, change their perspective on being more in the present. You are called to help teach the world how to be more in the present, how to not live in the past or the future, to be here now and do what we can now in this moment to create a more pleasurable, joyful atmosphere. And you do that by doing it within yourself. You lead by example, or you're being called to lead by example. So if you have not already done the work within yourself to really step into this energy of being able to be present, to stay focused now in this moment on what you can positively do, the next right thing, right? Then that is where you will be going to within this life. That is where you are being called to within this life. Next card out, 11, changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Look at that change. You may have, like I said, you may already be on this journey yourself of being in the here and now. And if you're not, when you step into that path, it will happen quickly. 11 is all about, first off, you might be interested in looking up angel number 11 and master number 11, and you may be interested in looking up ascended masters. There may be something that you find there that you resonate with to help you on your path, on your journey, and help you within your soul mission. I want to say that who you were maybe in your younger years versus who you end up as will be completely different. It will be almost like you did a 180. Maybe you were someone who could not see the beauty and the pleasure and the joy within life. Maybe you were someone who went through a lot of darker things, and you go through those darker things, or have gone through those darker things, because you are meant to transmute that energy and to turn it into pleasure and joy. You're meant to learn the lessons from those situations, leave behind, the parts that don't serve you, and to only carry the lessons with you going forward. I hope I said that right. You're here to teach people how to live, how to create their own heaven on earth. Next card out says Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. You are someone who is very in tune, whether or not you realize it. You are someone who is greatly affected by the cycles of the moon. So I would also suggest that you begin to look into the moon phases and spirituality, because it just may help you have an easier, more joyful life going forward. I know that I am definitely someone who is affected by the moon cycles, and I think most spiritual people are. Actually, we all are. Half of us just don't realize it. Maybe part of your mission is to also alert people to the phases of the moon and how they affect us and how we can work with them to our advantage. Maybe that is the angel message you are meant to spread while you are here. Next card out is Nurture. Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. You may be a caregiver of some sort. You may be a parent. You may work with children. I want to say that you've maybe also had some difficult things happen in your childhood. Those things happened so you could learn the lessons from those situations. I want to say gain a new perspective on people. Learn to offer people grace when they have wronged you, when you know that they are maybe just not as mature as you on a soul level. You might think it's just common sense, but as they say, common sense is not so common. But either way, in this life, part of your mission is to heal your own inner child. And as you do that, you help other people to do the same. You give other people license to do the same. And maybe part of your mission is to teach people how to heal their inner child. Maybe you're already doing that in some sort of healing field. Counselor, therapist, life coach, teacher, musician, poet. And maybe you have children. And if you do have children, this is, well, it's one of my strongest beliefs, honestly, that anyone who has a child, that child has come to give you the gift of healing your own inner child. I really believe that that is the gift that our children come to bring us, is to help us heal ourselves. And in doing so, we help to heal them and the rest of the world. You may be someone who really wants to have children of your own if you don't already have them. And that would be why. Next card out is Claircognizance. Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Again, with that intuitive messages, and now you have claircognizance. You are claircognizant. If you don't know what that means, you might want to look it up and do some research on it. It might help you to connect some more dots within your life and bring more joy to your life, because you'll better understand yourself. But claircognizance is about clear knowing. You may be someone, this came up in my what are your unique gifts and talents video. You may be interested in watching that. But you may be someone who just seems to know things. You may just know random things about people that they've never told you. You may be like really good at trivia and just know the answer to things and not understand where you even pick them up. You might be someone who has a lot of like a jack of all trades sort of thing, where you just know a little about a lot of things, and you don't know how. That is your claircognizance. That is angels connecting with you. That angel light, that's you connecting to your team. Your soul may be on the path of an ascended master. Of becoming an ascended master after you leave this plane, or several lifetimes later, if you believe in reincarnation. Next card out is you are safe. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against the lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So first off, this is a protection message to let you know that you are safe, that whatever you have gone through, are going through, will going through, is for a higher purpose, is for a higher cause. But also part of your mission, part of your soul mission, is that you help others feel safe. You help others feel seen. You help others feel connected. I wouldn't be surprised if you are some sort of community leader, whether or not you're running a program or you're volunteering or putting yourself out there in the community, trying to get to know your neighbors, right? Being that person that people know that they can count on. Solidarity. That is what you offer to people. That is the gift that you give to people, and you give them nurturing as well, if I didn't say that before. You being you just flowing your radiance, your love of life out onto the world, onto the people around you, helps them to feel nurtured, helps them to feel safe. Next card out is 16, leadership. I was just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if you're some sort of, I can't remember what I said, community leader? Is that what I said? Did I say that? I start channeling and I forget the exact words I say, guys. Don't laugh. You are a leader. Whether or not you feel as though you are or not, people look up to you. People look towards you. You could be a leader within your own home if you have children. You're raising the next generation if that's the case. You're teaching them these lessons that you have learned. We have the card of Libra, and I believe this is Gemini. Or card. Zodiac signs, Libra and Gemini. You may be one of those. You may have one of those in your charts. Yep, it is Gemini. Libra is about balance. Part of your soul mission. 6 also is about balance. But when I look at the number 6, I see it as balancing spirituality with, with this 3D world. Work-life balance. Oh, Spirit, really? Okay, Spirit just told me that part of your soul mission is to help teach other people work-life balance, to bring justice into the situation of, especially here in America, of us feeling like we have to work 40 plus hours a week to amount to anything. You may be doing something different. You may be feeling called to do something different, to create your own type of business where your work works around your schedule. And I'm getting ringing in my ears as I say that. You may be trying to break out of the matrix, so to speak, right? And come up with your own way of doing things. And you're teaching that to your kids, and you are emulating that to them, and also emulating that to the people around you. Next card out is integrity, your last card out. I align with the center of myself, a glowing core of personal integrity. Emanating from this core is the knowledge that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want for anybody. That's what I was feeling with the leadership card, you guys. I can live a life that doesn't include settling unless I want to settle, in which case settling would be my idea of perfection and would cease to be considered settling. Ugh. Paradoxes hurt. Part of your soul mission is to be your genuine, authentic self, to not follow the crowd, to break out and do things differently. You're meant to be a leader. You're meant to stand apart from the crowd, right? Look at this angel standing on top of the mountain. It's lonely at the top because not many people are brave enough or have the integrity to really go after what it is they want. And your spirit team would like you to know that if you are at this point of finally going after what it is that you want, that you are safe and protected in doing so. That all will be well. And if you've already done that and you've been doubting whether or not that's the right choice, you will soon understand that it was. You living in your own integrity gives other people permission to do the same. You are that beacon of light. You are that guiding light. You choosing to live in love and joy gives other people permission to do the same. You choosing to I want to say, let bygones be bygones, forgive, let the past stay in the past, move forward, move on. That grace that you give, first off to yourself and to others, it helps to heal the world. It helps to allow other people to feel vulnerable and comfortable enough to do the same. And that is a beautiful, beautiful mission. Thank you for that. So pile 3, these have been your messages. Please let me know if this resonated with you by leaving a comment in the comment section. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you would like to leave a donation, it is never expected but always greatly appreciated. There is a link in the description box. Love to you all. I'll catch you next time. Bye.